Okay. They have bears here? What? Or what did they wander somehow up from the Catskills? Recent bear activity. Caution. Don't run or make sudden movements. Don't crowd the bear. Give it plenty of room. Do not feed the bears. Report any bear sightings to park police. Is it just me, or does this look like a new sign? Just saying. Tick bites, yeah. Sleeping Lion Trail, Glimmerglass State Park Office. I kind of did some research and I didn't think there was any bears here. That's funny. I was seeing how much it looked like the Adirondacks, and then see, I can't go. I was so stupid. I didn't bring my hiking boots. So I got my comfy old sneakies on. And ooh, sneakers are not the best thing for this right now. I really love spring this is like walking in the woods when I was little. I used to just love to go into the woods and watch the water melting in the spring and the little streams running where there weren't any streams before. Now, it has been exceptionally warm for the last 3 days, which means that bears could. I'm not really concerned about a bear here, except you don't know, I have really strange luck. But I'm not really that concerned, but I have been doing a little research, and with the really warm days here, there are probably bears waking up now. I think it said the male bears wake up first. I think the females, if they got cubs and stuff, they're not waking up till April. But I'm sure every bear is different. So, yeah, this looks like the Adirondacks. So cool. I will say the roads are better maintained in the Adirondacks. Even the side roads and the off-side roads. These people around here act all highfalutin like their shit don't stink, but let me tell you, they have not maintained decent roads or constructed decent roads with safe shoulders. And they've had plenty of years to do it. They put all of their time into, that baseball Hall of Fame, but they haven't made this area safe for driving. I can walk on the side. See, it's just all ice in the middle. But lucky for me, I have extra footwear and socks in the car. And people think, see, they let their dogs poop over to the side of the path all winter, so now, which is fine, but now that it springs here, it's not the best place to walk. If I do see a bear, I cannot run on this, I'll tell you that. Oh, I just love it. I am obsessive about bears, though. I wouldn't want to live in a state that didn't have bears. By the same token, I don't want to see a bear. Well, that's an interesting footprint. Yeah, it's probably a dog print, I'm thinking, huh? There's human prints with it. Unless it was Grizzly Adams walking along here with his bear. Wow. Huh. I'm looking at a line in the lake over there that looks like it's a sheer long piece of ice broke all the way across the lake. And I'm wondering if that's really what I'm looking at. Or if something else made that line. So are bears hungry when they first come out? I do not know. I did read that there's currently about a 1,500 to 2,000 population of bears in the Catskills. There's more than 4,000 to 5,000 in the Adirondacks. I did not see that there were bears in Otsego County, where I am now. But apparently there are. I have to look that one up. So it said, give the bear plenty of space. And, there must have been more people. I'm just going to go to that next little... I'm probably going to have poop all over my... I was trying to get a nice picture through the trees there of the lake. Oops, there's a lot of gunk in the middle of this, on the side of this path. And I'm putting my back to the woods here, so I can't see anything behind me from the woods. Ooh, now that looks like I can get... pretty, pretty. So I hope you're enjoying this walk through Glimmerglass Park. I'm sure it turns into a little fairyland when all the leaves are on the trees. There's a little place called some sort of like fairy park on the way here, on the road up. But of course that's closed for some reason. Shit. It's another freaking bear sign. Yeah, you know, I'm just not up for that today. They've got like bear signs on the trees and everything. I'm just not up for that. It's just that there's... Okay, so I'm a freaking coward, all right? And they're really taking this seriously. I've seen other bear signs around here. It's like, there's a bear! There's a bear! You know? So, I didn't see that in the Adirondacks. In the Adirondacks, you just assume there's bears. Here, they're like, Jesus, heads up, you know? I hope that was a tree. Well, I was kind of hoping there wasn't going to be anything like that here, because I like walking in the woods, but I don't like walking in the woods if there's like something that can eat me. Now, as somebody commented under one of my videos, I know that bears are not aggressive towards people. They will avoid me. They don't want anything to do with me. That just doesn't make me feel any better. Nope, 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 nope. So, if you grow up in an area where the only wild thing that can really come after you is a fox, then being in the woods with bears is different. And I just got to be in the right mood. So, yeah. I have to research this area a little bit more. Hope you've enjoyed my little bear scare in the woods and my, because there was a noise back there, but I think it was two trees hitting each other in the wind. But it was pretty weird. And I just have a reputation for drawing things to me, like wild animals or strange people. So it's just my luck. So, but this is really a beautiful place. And this is okay, because I'd like to drive out of here while it's still light. And, it's funny, it's a piece of moss. I won't tell you what I thought it was. And, because the road is so bad coming in here, I really don't want to do it in the dark. I don't want to do it in the light either. And then I want to try to figure out if there's some other way out of Cooperstown besides 28, because I'd rather shoot myself than go back up that. Ugh. Big dogs. They bring big dogs to the park. Okay. There you can see this Hyde Hall through the trees. Hyde Hall. I have to say, with the green shutters and the gray stone, there's just nothing romantic looking about it. So, let's get out of the bear woods. And, I mean, the bear has to probably go down to the lake to drink, don't you think? Or there's probably some sort of stream that runs off the hill. Because it sounds to me like they've got like one bear, you know? It sounds to me like they got one bear and they know he's there. They probably know what side of the what side of the hill there he's sleeping in. And so let's go see what this looks like. I'll do this till my camera runs out. Downtown Cooperstown, as you might imagine, they've preserved a lot of their early 20th century buildings. There's two types of towns in New York State. There's the ones that got rid of the early 19th century buildings. There's ones that should, well, there's three types of towns. There's ones that should get rid of the early 19th century buildings. And there's ones that have beautifully preserved the early 19th century buildings. And so that's Cooperstown. They're one of those, you know. They can walk around all fancy like because their town's real purty and they got all the money to fix up the houses. So I was up there earlier. And now I'm coming down here and see what kind of a picture I can get you off of here. Down this hill. Oh. Huh, I wonder if you can get down. This is a good place. Look at that. There's a perfect bench. Let me show you the view off of this bench. Perfect. Except for that dead tree. Maybe it's not dead. Maybe it'll shoot some leaves. Yeah, they really need to kill that tree. Oh, a lot of acorns here. Must be, this is an oak tree. Let's see, huh? Oh. Yeah, it looks like it's like an Adirondack lake. If you've seen some of my videos of Adirondack lakes, the way that goes out like that reminds me a little bit of Long Lake, although nothing in the world, nothing in the world equals the beauty of Long Lake on a summer day. Walking across the bridge at Long Lake. There's nothing in Switzerland or Germany or the Italian Alps that could rival that beauty. So, I think this is just beautiful here. I had no idea, and I'm so excited there was a bear here. I love scaring myself with bears. You know, some people like to get scared at Halloween. I go through places with chainsaw massacres. I like to walk through the woods and... What the heck is that? Speaking of Halloween. What is that? Ooh. Come closer and let us introduce ourselves. It's probably where the former inhabitants of Hyde Hall live. Yeah, there's a crossover. I'm thinking, well, maybe it's something else. Yeah. Oh my heavens. Bird just... Some sort of little tufted titmouse just came out of that. Scared the crap out of me. That's nice. Look at that. There's some sort of like a recreation building down there. People that live here must be familiar with this. I don't know. I wonder what it's like to go swimming there. I don't know what the bottom's like. I don't like a lot of the bottoms of the lakes in the Adirondacks can be quite clay-like, similar to one of the Finger Lakes, Owasco Lake. If you go to the beach at Auburn, it's like all clay under your feet. There's that middle of the lake thing I was telling you about. Kind of a line down the lake. Seems to be where the ice broke. Oops, I went up too far, sorry. There's the line. Where is it? That line right there. Do you want to walk to the crypt with me? I don't know how much battery life I've got here. Look at this tree. Look at this tree. I don't even know what kind of tree it is. Let's see. Oh. This looks like... Aha. This looks like the kind of tree... I watched a documentary with Judi Dench, the British actress, on trees. If you type that into YouTube, Judi Dench trees, it's a really great documentary. Is it an oak tree? It doesn't. It's not branching out like an oak tree. Huh. Am I backed off all the way? I am. It doesn't branch out like an oak tree. This reminds me of the oak of the tree on Judi Dench's property that they did a study on. Ooh, look at. Hello. These people probably think I'm waving to them. Let's see, are there any acorns on the ground? No, there's not acorns. I didn't think it looked like an oak tree. Huh, unless they cleaned up all the acorns. Not sure what it is. I'll have to look at this when I get home. And in anticipation of that, I'm gonna look at the bark in my tree. And, you know what? This looks like a widowmaker. That's what it looks like to me. I ain't gonna stand under that too long. You know the story of the secret garden that was closed off for years because the lady was sitting there and a limb fell on her and killed her? Yeah, the widowmaker. Yeah, it definitely looks like one of them. Yeah, you're gonna sit under a tree like this, do it right near the trunk. And then this, ooh, this is spooky. Oh, good God. This doesn't even say what it is, so... I mean, there's a cross there. Oh, God, the door's open to the inside. Okay, well, I'll just walk up to here. There better not be a smell, because... Okay, yeah, there's a lock on it. But the door's open to the inside. Oh, God. What the hell? Guess they're airing it out. Oh, God. Okay, yeah, well. Ooh. Jeez, okay. Wow, holy cow. What a great view for the dead folks. Oh, look at that view. Look at that view. Wow. Seriously, that has to be the same kind of tree as this documentary I watched. Really fascinating. In the spring, a tree like this, like if you go up, put like a stethoscope or some great listening device up, you can hear there's, I forgot what the name of them are, but there's a series of something similar to veins and capillaries in a person. They're underneath, it's underneath the bark, and you can hear it taking the water up from the ground. In spring you can hear this really loud because if you put something to the tree, you can hear it because it needs all that water to be pumped up from the ground through the branches and to the buds of the leaves, so that the leaves unfurl. So I'm just gonna get a close-up. Sorry, that was my finger. I apologize for that. I'm just gonna get a close-up of those leaves. I mean, I don't know what. Oh, I am getting a close-up off here. There's the leaves. So I'll be identifying this tree. And okay, I really, again, it's windy and I want to get out from under it. So, and you can hear it, and what it sounds like, it's kind of a little low hum, and then there are popping noises. Popping noises is pulling the water up. That's what you would hear if you had a stethoscope and listen to this tree. I think they pull up like, the one they were looking at uses like 40 gallons of water a day. And so they're really, you know. And how they measured the one to see how old it was generally, oh geez, I don't know. They were in England, so they're probably using metric system. So I'd have to Google that, but they put a string around the tree and measured it, and for every millimeter, it was 1 year or something like that. I have to look at that, but so that would be, you know, this tree here is probably, I'd say, this tree here is probably a couple hundred years old, yeah, by looking at that trunk. Just from what I've learned from watching videos and that kind of thing, and through life. I mean, certainly my father taught me stuff like that. There was a tree here that was cut down, so must have been very close to that one. Look at the root system that's still left. This is how huge these root systems are. This was probably just from one tree. No, that's two. There's one there and one here. So this is a pretty large root system. That's probably the last guy standing right there. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this little walk around Glimmerglass Park in Cortland, New York. This is a state park. Happy trails.